Hello sweet friends, it's Angie and welcome to the Bumblebee Farmhouse, a place where I hope you can find a little inspiration to make your house a home sweet home. In today's video, we will be styling a buffet in our family room for the fall, so we're doing a very fun fall theme video, and to go along with that, I will be making a cozy warm autumn dinner, an Italian dinner of homemade marinara, homemade meatballs, and spaghetti. So if you guys want to hang out with me today, stick around. I'd love to have you over. Today's video is also a very special treat. I will be collaborating with my very sweet and special friend here on YouTube, Becca from the Carriage House. And if you're coming on over from Becca's channel, I want to thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll consider staying a while and hitting that subscribe button to become part of my YouTube family. I'd love to have you over. Becca, this is such a huge honor for me to work with you here today and to be able to call you my friend. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this sweet darling lady, and then I'm going to go ahead and introduce her to you guys. She's a homemaker, a mom of four. She homeschools, she does it all. She's amazing. And she also has a super sweet heart and soul. Becca has a beautiful house and a wonderful garden, and she also has chickens, which I'm a little jealous because I would love to have chickens. Her recipes always look so fantastic, and I love how she finds the beauty in everything and captures it on film for you. And on top of all of her many talents, she has a beautiful family. So I'm going to link her video and her channel down below in the description box, and I hope you guys will go on over, say hello, and subscribe to your YouTube family. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to Becca from the Carriage House.
Hello everyone, my name is Becca and welcome to the Carriage House. I want to thank my sweet and darling friend Angie over at the Bumblebee Farmhouse for doing this collaboration together. I've become very attached to Angie and absolutely adore her genuine spirit and kind soul, as well as her amazing talented eye for detail as she calmly moves about and decorates her cozy home filled with antiques for each and every season. Her kitchen is always filled with scents of authentic Greek dishes that are a staple within her home. But similar to Angie's channel, we as well do a lot of home decorating, especially during the seasons. Do home cooking, lots of Christmas videos that will soon be upon us. And I would love if you could take the time to visit my channel and hopefully receive lots of wholesome ideas for your hearth and home. So I hope to see you there.
So once again, Becca, thank you so much for collaborating with me. It means so much to me.
Again, you're gonna drop me down. Words for you are nothing but a sound. Don't you see? You don't fool.
September held its breath so I could crave the crisp, saffron silky skies, cinnamon scented mist, burnt orange whirls, autumnal chills to stroll, home for hot sweet casserole, September warm my soul.
Guilt and sadness run into your veins. Never hit the apple in the garden. Guilt and sadness run into your veins. Once they said, great honors are great burdens. For sure, you've always lived behind the curtains. Too slowly, I come to realize you're not the one that I know. I'm sorry. say farewell to little sparrow. Never eat the apple in the garden. Guilt and sadness run into your veins. Never eat the apple in the garden. Guilt and sadness run into your veins.
All the vignettes are a little bit different in our house. The whole house doesn't have just a set theme, but I do like making different areas kind of like their own little design. So this one's got a lot of creams, golds, burnt oranges, and coppers. And I think they all complement each other very well, especially with the lamps that I have in this room. They're like a coppered hammer, metallic base on the lamp. So I think everything just complemented itself really nicely for the autumn. It's like all those warm autumn tones that I just absolutely love, and I think they all went really well together.
Never eat the apple in the garden. Guilt and sadness run into your veins.
So I'll be making a cozy and satisfying meal of spaghetti and meatballs with some homemade marinara. I have some canned roasted San Marzano tomatoes from our garden that I canned last season, so I'm just using up the last bits of this, and the whole dish is going to come together beautifully. I'm going to bake the meatballs, which I'm making in bulk so I can freeze quite a bit of them for future autumn dinners, and I'm going to put everything in the crock pot after the meatballs bake, and it's going to flavor the sauce beautifully with a lot of spices and aromatics and herbs. It's just such a delicious dish. I don't have an exact recipe, but this is inspiration from one of the Barefoot Contessa spaghetti and meatballs. The only difference is that like her marinara is not in the crock pot, but she fries her meatballs, and I tend to bake mine in the oven and then finish cooking them in the sauce to flavor it. Food is not only nourishing, but this time of year it also becomes a comfort. When you're eating something that provides such comfort, it tends to become a memory. I love warm, comforting foods on chilly days. It's so satisfying that it's almost hard to forget. I'll give you a little example of this. Every year, Thanksgiving weekend, I go to the Kris Kringle Days with one of my best friends. It's an antique shop hop. It's all these little antique houses that sell antiques for Christmas. That's why they call it the Kris Kringle Day. And for this special event, she always has this wonderful ham and bean soup in the crock pot, and it's always so cold that day. So after a long afternoon of antiquing and picking up a Christmas tree for her house, we just tend to fall into a big bowl of soup. It's so good and comforting, and I always make crusty bread and bring some delicious butter, and that is so comforting that it's become a memory and almost a tradition. So food can definitely make up your memories in life. In the crock pot, I am going to add the fire roasted San Marzano tomatoes that I have canned from our garden, and I'm going to let it simmer in the crock pot for a while. I'm going to add lots of herbs and spices, some extra virgin olive oil, and then when the meatballs are done cooking in the pan, I am going to transfer the cooked meatballs into the sauce. Now the meatballs have fat on them, and fat is what flavors food. So I have to ask you guys, what is one of your favorite comfort foods, especially in the autumn? So we really love spaghetti and meatballs. Well, we love pasta dishes all year round, but spaghetti and meatballs, it's such a classic comfort to me. So pasta is always a really good choice in our house. Hot coffee is definitely a must, especially in like the cool, chilly, crispy mornings. And once in a while, we'll have some hot chocolate. I try not to indulge in it too much, but that's another thing that we really do enjoy. And if I have the oven going and it's a day where I feel like baking, some crusty bread just hits the spot. Especially sometimes I'll make it with some olives in there and some cheese sliced up, and it's just such a treat. And with some really good grass-fed butter, it's so good, and it's just so comforting, and it's such a treat. That's just another thing that we love as well.
Mamma mia, mamma di dare figli mie cutte dare, mamma mia, pensaci tu. Se tu togli la pesciaiola, e tu vai, e tu vieni è sempre lo pesce ma lo tiene. Se ci picchi la fantasia mi pisciuli e la figlia mia. La la io la piscia fritta battala. Ue compagno con la manica giaccata. Oh mamma pesce fritta battala. Mi voglio una yacht che mi voglio maritare.
I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video of this decorate with me and this cozy autumn dinner of spaghetti and meatballs. And Becca, I want to thank you once again for doing this collaboration with me. You guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to check out Becca's channel at The Carriage House. I'm going to link her channel down below in the description box and her video as well in today's collaboration. Definitely check her out and subscribe. And remember, friends, as Dorothy Gale once said, there's no place like home. That's right, folks. Home, sweet home. I'll see you in the next one.